Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
41 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Powers through him. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, son.
A first carry here for Kanang tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
Hey, check.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go, shot.
Here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
13. Right on.
A first down carry for Henry.
Deshaun Wright there on the tackle. The Ravens at 11-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Henry again on 2nd down.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Jackson. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
180. Sit up.
Now Flowers on the jet sweep.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, 6th overall. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
3rd and long, dare we say 3rd and a mile. Pass rushers in sprinter stances, they know they've got a chance to get after him on this play. And somehow he finds a way past them. Gets away and takes off and picks up a first down. Can you believe it? Wow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nahshon Wright. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
They'll find Nwangu underneath.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go, tonight.
Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Hodges. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest. I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
Here we go.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Angel.
Back to throw, Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the 1st half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
On play action, Fields. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground in the
nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Watch out for Hill on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
You at X. You at X. What is it?
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go, son.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet. And they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go, son.
Now Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
On third down, Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot. Sit up.
Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Henry again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Now, quick throw there is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Fields now to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Justin Fields.
43 yards.
And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
DC ready?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ready?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Ready?
Play action. It's Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Here we go. All right.
Handoff right side to Wangu.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready? Sit high.
They'll look to run with Wangu.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Off play action. Fields
On the move to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Go.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Here we go, son. Johnson.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Danny Gray
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Fields. They'll get this to Nwangu.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin.
64 yards.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth.
So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you as it did to me? Up with on defense, almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing is Jackson.
This one into the hands of Aguilar.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 63 yards.
And the Ravens stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
To throw is Fields.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Roquan Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Justin Madubuike in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
They snap it to Fields.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here we go, set. Set.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rolling to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Here we go. Out, let's go. Right.
Here's Fields.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a fifth interception.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Steelers,
they fall under 500 now as they